Getting with this. Thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again, San Jose, California. So let's talk about the 475C that I just installed in this thing. How's it running? First impressions. What is going on? How is it holding up? So far, not good. All right, not good at all. So I got a tune from Power Vision. I sent them a message, gave them a rough idea of what I'm running as far as the mods, high flow air filter with a 2-into-1, closer to, of course, the Two Brothers exhaust. And I've been trying to auto-tune this thing. First startup, it was rough. It sounded like crap. It rode like crap, and it still rides like crap. It still rides like crap right now. I'm not happy at all. So, like I said, this is the first impression. So this is before I get it auto-tuned. I was hoping I'd be able to get it fixed with the auto tuner. So this is my second sessions with the auto tune. This is my second session now. I've already exported my first, I'd say 70 to 100 miles. You could even hear the engine as well. It sounds different. So when I first started it sounded like crap. Like I said, it ran worse than it sounded. But you know, after the first auto-tune session, I think it's starting to improve a little bit. But man, it's just it runs like dog shit. You know, excuse my language, but man, it runs really rough. I don't know how many auto-tune sessions do I need to do with this to finally get it to, you know, improve. But it's going to be very tough with the narrow band sensors. So I have the stock narrow band sensors. As far as modifying and, you know, adding, subtracting, fuel mixture, stuff like that, it's going to be very minimal changes. You need a wideband O2 sensor for the tuner to make a significant or noticeable change. At least minimum, you need wideband O2 sensors. But you know, after looking at the cost of the target tune with Dynojet or Dynojet, and looking at what, you know, other auto tune manufacturers have to offer with the wideband O2 sensor, you're better off just getting it dyno tuned. There's just, I mean, you're pretty much spending about the same amount of money. You know, you're spending close to $600 to $700 for the wideband O2 sensors or the target tune. You're pretty much, you know, you're pretty much there as far as the cost to get it, you know, you're pretty much there with the cost of getting somebody to look at it that knows what they're doing, and they have the experience to fine-tune the bike. Because if you guys see my other video where I honestly thought I had broken the bike, just the way it handles and the way, you know, it sounded initial startup after the installation. I even checked, you know, my work, checked the push rods. I've been looking at, you know, my engine temp, trying to see if it's overheating because of oil issues, oil sumping or oil pumping, or you know, issues like that. Just trying to figure out, man, why does this bike handle like complete garbage? Yeah, just you know, first impressions, they're not good at all with the stock, I guess, tune that they have. So on regards to the map and Dynojet, they did recommend me getting the target tune. So and on top of that, of course, I mean, it's not like a quick fix. I guess you could go with Fuel Moto. I think Fuel Moto has a tune map service where you could set up your mods and set up what you have, and they'll send you a map, I guess, you know, based off of their own experience with similar builds. I guess that's how that works. And and it's $100. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to. Maybe, you know, I don't know. I'm just in between because I either get it done right, pay the $600, or get this. I don't want to say Mickey Mouse tune, but I really don't know. I mean, maybe the Power Vision could probably adjust based off of the Fuel Moto tune. I don't know, but you know what? Maybe I'll give it a try. Spend the $100. The one thing that I don't want to happen is I spend the $100. I'm not happy with the way it rides and sounds, and then I end up spending the $600 anyways. So instead of spending the extra $100, I should just spend the $600 to get it fine-tuned. I don't know. You guys, let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? What would you guys do? I mean, it's a big investment when it comes to a cam, a Stage 2. I already have 6-7 hours on the installation, plus, of course, all the parts. And then on top of that, all the extra hours that I'm going to have on just editing all the footage. So, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's just a little frustrating that you know, I guess I was just expecting it to be a little bit better off the get-go. You know, I was expecting it to sound a little bit better. But if you guys see my "Did I Break It" video, you guys will see that I was having some oil issues. I'm having, of course, a check engine light. That's gone because I cleared it with the Power Vision. I can smell the fuel from the fumes. That's how rich this thing is. So you know what? I'll just repeat it in here on this video too. So you know, when I turned it on, I really thought there was something wrong with the bike. I thought there was something wrong with the bike. That first startup after the install, I thought I had you know, maybe misaligned or improperly installed the push rods. So I started, you know, taking stuff apart. I started double checking my work, and everything's fine. It's just the tune is just so bad. I posted it, of course, on TikTok, and I you know, people have been saying the auto tune sucks. It's not gonna fix the issue. It's not gonna get it to run the way it should, stuff like that. So I mean that's pretty much the only thing we can do. I guess it's just get it auto tuned, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there isn't really much of anything else I could do. Let's get it now. So I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but you can obviously hear the bike is much louder than you know, than before with the OEM cam. It is significantly louder. I'll, you know, pull over to the side and I'll do some readings, and I'll do an update video on the exhaust, the cam, and how it sounds and stuff like that eventually. But yes, the bike is louder. It's starting to get that 475 sound after, like I said, after my second auto tune session. It's, you know, you could kind of hear it, potato. So I'm liking the sound. It's improved. It just takes some time, I guess. So if you're out there and you're doing this yourself and you don't have a proper tune and you're worried about you know, is there something wrong with the bike, I would say don't worry about it. Just give it some time, and based off of the feedback, I would say, man, 100% you have to get it dyno tuned. I mean, there's nothing, there's really nothing. I mean, there's no way around it. The way I see it, I mean, I didn't want it to, but the way I see it, I've already spent this much of, you know, time and money on this thing. You know, just maybe just an extra $500. That way it's, you know, done and settled, and you know it's running right, you know the tune is right. I don't know, that's just my feedback. You guys let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? This is my first impressions of a 475C on a Lowrider S before a proper tune. You guys stay out there, stay safe, life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.